Okay, so right now we're going to go over the steps of creating a new Google form for a new quiz. So the first thing that we have to do in order to create one, we have to go to drive.google.com. And I know that some of you have that on your as one of the apps on your starting page for Google. So right there we have drive.google.com. It takes us to our Drive homepage. Once it loads, what we want to do then is to go ahead and go to New, and we're going to go with More, and then go to Google Forms. Some of you might have it a little bit different. Some of you might have Forms down here, but the important thing is that we go to Google Forms, and it has the purple icon. So we're going to go ahead and click on that to bring it up. I'm going to recommend for the time being to ignore the new Google Forms because it can't do some of the features. For example, the grading of the quizzes. You can't do that with the new Google Forms. So I'm going to close that. The important thing, first of all, is to go ahead and give it a title. So right now I'm going to give it a title. I'm going to call it St. Justin Quiz. So there we go. And now it has a title. One of the things that we do, too, is I require St. Justin School login. I automatically collect respondent St. Justin School username. And then the other thing that we do is only allow one response per person. That one, because that way they only get one in here. Now, when that happens, I know I can sort, once I get the results, I can sort them all by name, so I don't actually require their name, but you can if you would like. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put in what is your number right there. And what I do for that is I make sure that there is a text option. And as I've talked to some of you guys before about this, I go to Advanced Settings. I go down to Data Validation. I want it to be a number. And then I want to choose between 0 and 35 because the range is from 1 to 44. I put my custom message as oops, but if you don't have it there, then that's fine too. It automatically has one. The required, and then I make it required. And I do this so that way I can verify who's completed the quiz and who hasn't. So I'm going to go with done. Now, if you want, you can do add item text, and you can do what is your name on the quiz. So you can do that, and you can go with done. Now notice right here, one thing I want to mention is notice how we have name first and then number. I don't know about you, usually I put in the name first. So if I were to put this required in, if I click on this and hold it, I can move it up here. I can move it up there to put it at the top. So then we add an item. We can make it multiple choice. So we can say what is 5 times 9. And we can do multiple choice. We can put up here, 37, 43, 44, and 45. We're going to make that required, and then we can click done. So you can see that we can do multiple choice. We can do a text, a basic sort of fill in the blank. Who wrote Newton's laws of physics? Hopefully our students would get this. And we could just make that a text. So they have to fill in Newton or Isaac Newton. So we'll go ahead and click done. So you can see that we can do multiple choice or fill in the blank. One of the important things is that when we're done, we want to click on done. And the reason why we want to do that is that if we try to send it to our students later, then it won't be quite done. Now the next thing, if we want to send this to our students, what we want to do is notice up here, I'm going to click on this area, this little space to the right of the tab. And I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to do classroom.google.com. And this takes it to the classroom page. I'm going to choose the class to which I want to assign it. And I'm going to do plus, and I'm going to do an announcement. It is possible to do assignment. Students could do that. It doesn't. That part doesn't necessarily matter. The important thing is that right here at the announcement, or the important thing is to be able to click on this little button over here, and it's in the assignment tab too. And right there, we have a place for a link. I'm going to go back over here to the quiz tab. I'm going to click on send form. I'm going to click on that once to select it. Command C is copy. I'm going to go back over here, and in this space, I'm going to do Command V, which then pastes it. I'm going to say right here, please take this quiz. Okay? Then what you can do is you can save a draft for later if you want to assign it the second the students come in, or you can just go ahead and click post. So that's how you would do it. If I were to really assign this, I would just click on post right now, and then they would take the quiz.